Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do so. It's completely free. Just click the subscribe button and you're in here. First of all, I want y'all to click like to this video and let's get right into it. Now, this is a reaction video. This is Dr. Oz talking with Hannity. Now, this is Fox News. Now, Fox News is not ran by the government, so that's why they're kind of more able to say whatever they need to say on certain topics like the jab. So it's not ran by the government. But y'all, when I watched this video, I had not seen this video before, and I was kind of like in shock. So y'all, this is a reaction video, so y'all gonna watch me reacting to this video. But y'all, let's get right into it.
As Dr. Oz to the regular world. So if fully vaccinated people now can, they're getting COVID. Fully vaccinated people, boosters are getting COVID. And people fully vaccinated and boosters and even natural immunity are getting COVID. Aren't they equally at risk of spreading COVID as the unvaccinated?
Now, of course, as someone made the argument because the symptoms are less, it might be more likely. But let's just go through the science real quick, because I think that the Salt Lake Tribune article just reflects the hysteria. The idea of sending a National Guard in, a police state, to address something that doesn't have a lot of scientific merit. The vaccine does not seem to be as effective as we would like against spread. I think it's good to have the vaccination because it'll protect you, but it's not going to help people around you as much as we thought. The durability much shorter with Omicron than we ever expected. That Israeli study is highlighting that as well. And remember, 90% of folks over 65, the vulnerable population, they got vaccinated. So people who should be worried were worried and got the vaccine. I believe that we're blaming the failure of the medication on non-users. I mean, how does that work? If the medication works, it should protect you. If it doesn't work, don't blame the people who didn't take the
Right. So he just said they're blaming, the fact that this jab ain't even working on the people that's not taking the jab.
Product. And we're hiding the real crisis here. The true treatment of Omicron was to have the tests that aren't around, you can't find them, and to have the treatments that include the antibody cocktails, which we know work incredibly effectively, and we have 2 FDA-approved pills. Go try to find them. I have been looking. It's tough. So it's created, and another economic burden is continuing to grow. And I'll tell you, Sean, here in Pennsylvania, more and more voters are asking me about reparations from China. They agree with President Trump that something's got to give here. We're not able to deal with this with the traditional pathways, and we keep running up the bill.
So how is it now in our third year that we ran out of tests, which are easily, we could have anticipated, with Hanukkah and Christmas and the New Year, people are going to get together. So you would think you'd ratchet up, having enough tests available. Then we never ran short at all of monoclonal antibodies. Now the federal government gets involved. Now all of a sudden there's a shortage. The one therapeutic that I would argue that I have anecdotally seen works, but I would ask people to ask their own doctor. You've talked about these antivirals. There's not a single doctor I've spoken to that doesn't rave about them and how good they are, but they're not available anywhere.
Imagine reducing by 90% the chance of having complications from COVID by taking a pill. And remember, some of these pills, like the Merck pill, existed way before COVID started. So we can examine the entire timeline of what took so long. Now, here it is. Here's the answer real quick. The only answer coming out of Washington, and Washington got this wrong, was vaccine. Vaccine, no matter what the question was, the answer was vaccine. I'm a doctor. I like to treat the problem if it happens to break through the preventive strategy. In this case, we got COVID that's causing issues. We should be able to treat it. We did not treat this problem the way doctors minister to their patients. It was a major disconnect, and I have to blame the people leading the public health charge, including Dr. Fauci, for not being aware of and predicting appropriately what was going to happen, because most people on the ground, as a clinician, you'd expect this to happen. And then we complicate things like with the Djokovic story that you mentioned, where we're not willing to admit that natural immunity has a benefit. If you're a young person who has natural immunity, you can't ban these people from life. Here in Philadelphia, you can't go to a restaurant if you don't have full vaccination, which again, if you're a highly vulnerable population, is really important. If you're 12 years old, I don't know how critical that is. Maybe yes, maybe no. It's up to you, your parents, and the doctor.
Well, I haven't seen the science. Isn't the CDC numbers about kids 5 to 11? It shows a pretty comparable rate of real sickness and potential death. It's fairly similar every time I've looked.
Well, the reality is one of the members of the original panel that looked at the vaccines for young kids did not think that his own son should have a booster shot. And again, that's not how you make medical decisions, but it calls into attention the fact that we've run the game on boosters and vaccinations as the only solution. I'm in favor of that.
Yeah, the guy who came up with this jab didn't even take it himself. Now that's crazy, y'all.
Vaccines, I've said that many times, but no doctor has a treatment strategy that is only based on prevention.
But you also believe in
those prevention.
You believe in people's freedom. You believe in medical privacy, and I'm sure you believe in doctor-patient confidentiality. No?
Without question. And as a conservative Republican, and by the way, DrOz.com has all my strong beliefs in this area. Please check it out. I'm able to articulate that, and people resonate to it, which is why it's so shocking that a country like Australia would accept the authoritarian overreach so comfortably, putting people basically in immigration quarantine prison for reasons that are sort of dubious. If you look at that Djokovic case, forget about what the ladies of the View were saying. The guy's 3 weeks out from COVID, actually a bit longer. How can you possibly quarantine him? You're not helping anybody. It's just optics. It's virtue signaling.
Wow, y'all. Basically, this is crazy all around the world. They putting people in quarantine prisons, like what he said. Natural immunity is more effective. People is getting the virus, whether they got the jab or whether they didn't. Then people who've gotten a jab have been put against people who haven't gotten a jab. This is Dr. Oz, y'all. This is a well-trusted doctor. Like, you can see in this country that the jab isn't working. Basically, it's not working. Like, why do they keep still trying to enforce this jab and put people who've been jabbed against the people who haven't? Also, with the governor that I was talking about, I don't know his name, y'all. I'm gonna find out his name, so y'all can go click on his YouTube video. He had people on there that were talking about the side effects of it, that they were experiencing. So it's like nobody's really talking about the people who have had side effects. And then when they were saying it was FDA approved, it wasn't actually FDA approved. Come to find out, the jab was not FDA approved, and they just said it was FDA approved. So that was crazy. And then the guy who came up with this jab was supposed to fly to Israel. He wound up not going because he didn't have the jab. So, y'all, I'm going to find that clip too. That's on YouTube of him on the news talking. And he didn't even have the jab himself, and he was the person that came up with it. So, you know that's crazy. And, yeah, I just want y'all to think about this video with Dr. Oz talking. And like I said, Fox News isn't ran by the government, so they're able to say whatever they need to say on Fox News. Like, basically, natural immunity is the way to go. Y'all, I won't be making too many more videos like these. My videos can be taken down. I just think it's just sad, like, the way the world is right now. Like, the people that are jabbed and the people that are unjabbed, how they're trying to cause division between the two. And it's just a sad world right now, y'all. Like, what I've been saying in the last couple of my videos, y'all, is pay attention. Pay attention to the world around you. We are in the end times, y'all. Jesus is soon to return. Not to walk the earth, but to crack the sky, rapture his people, y'all. He's not coming to walk the earth right now. He's coming to crack the sky, rapture his people. I really don't have time to to go back and forth arguing with people whether they believe in the rapture or not. I'm just here to let y'all know that the rapture is happening soon, and that the last video that I did on the 7 seals, the last video that I did, I talked about the 7 seals. There's actually prophets that have said we've opened all 7 of those seals and all 7 of the bowls. So there's nothing left. Because I was wondering myself, like, have we gone through all of those seals yet? And then there were some prophets that said, yeah, we went through all 7 of those seals. Y'all, we are right up on the tribulation. We're right up on the rapture. These are the end times. I'm here to let y'all know that Jesus is soon to return. And I know I usually don't really talk like this on my channel, but I have to let y'all know on my channel, since you're on my channel, you're subscribed to me. I have to let y'all know what kind of times we're in, what's going on. Like, I cannot not tell y'all. These are the end times, y'all. And if you don't know Jesus, it's time to know him. If you once were in church and you're not now, it's time to get back in church, okay? Because we in the last little bit of Revelations, y'all. We done went through all 7 of the seals. Ain't nothing left now but the rapture. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching this video. Thumbs this video up, like and subscribe, share with a friend, and God bless.